28, my lord.
28
of December 1997.
That is the letter you are referring to?
Correct, my lord.
Where is the original of that letter?
The original should be with the late Commander-in-Chief, General Abacha.
My lord, we are planning to send a photocopy of this letter. My lord said General Adisa, the alleged author of the letter.
Adisa, that's what he wrote.
Are you calling me?
My lord, he is appearing before the commission next tomorrow. I said, you say you are aware of his arrest. And what was your reaction to that?
First, I thought my lord would have allowed me to have gone through the letter, but because of the overruling, I will now want to give how the petitioner was arrested. First, when it became obvious that they had to strike at the slightest opportunity, it became very serious such that I had not any single access of going out because of the several teams that were assigned to assassinate me. Then they now recruited Major B.M. Mohammed, who was the administrative officer, at the same time an artillery officer. He was to be used in taking over the voice and to bridge the gap. In case I'm assassinated, he was to take over control. Then Major Mohammed recruited Major Ishiaku, the friend of the petitioner. They both saw General Adisa, but the point to note here is that the key targets that were planning the whole thing, they have had their various houses and places on surveillance by joint teams, security teams. Now, when it became obvious they have to do it, General Adisa gave the artillery boys from the house the sum of 50,000 naira, which is stated in the letter, even though I don't want to refer to it here until General Adisa comes, my lord. The 50,000 naira was for the boys to buy some few things just to entice them, so that at any given point they are to strike, they were to do it. Now, I had to call the entire officers in the house, less than Ishiaku and B.M. Mohammed, for a reason, telling the rest to now remain at home and remain vigilant. The reason for this was that when General Bamei left Abuja after their last meeting on what to do, then the coup speech was being prepared by General Olarewaju here in Lagos. General Dia told Colonel Garba in a meeting where the rest were not there that he should arrange to assassinate me at 4 a.m. when I come to check the guards at the cenotaph. General Garba came and leaked it to me while I was at the cenotaph. Now it became obvious my coming out was dangerous because staff inside the house were recruited by General Dia. Then the SSS were now mounting on Major Ishiaku because he was the commander of the artillery boys. Even after I talked to them, the petitioner now came and he was with Ishiaku. They had long discussions, and unusually they were staying longer at the mess. And every daily surveillance chart were being compiled by these joint security teams. And to show you the way Villa works, which I said before, is that you watch me, I watch you. That is the design. It's a mirror. So I too was being reported upon. They watch me, even though the DGSS was there and he denied it. They watch everybody and they report. That content of surveillance report brought about the petitioner's involvement. It was there. He never came to tell me This is what Isiaku told me. I'm coming to tell you something, just here, in a nutshell. Now, Isiaku was arrested first because in one of the audio cassettes, which General Sabo had with him when he took a tape on him and had discussions with General Adisa, was that either Major Mohammed or Major Isiaku, one of them was to assassinate me. Unusually, one day in the afternoon, Major Isiaku came frowning and mad with me and mad with everybody. God was great. At that point in time, he was armed and he cocked his pistol on me. He was disarmed. That was why it was Major Isiaku who was first arrested in that coup. He cocked it, we removed a bullet from the chamber, but he never shot me. But having known his role, that's why he was first arrested. He was arrested. He was the only person I physically arrested in that entire coup. The rest were arrested on 20th of December. Now the petitioner. Despite what any other person was telling me, there are several things I wanted to say concerning him that I overlooked, and forgive him and continue to nurture him to grow. And I hope I will say it. So here, the petitioner was talked to by me by way of counseling as I did to him before, right from the day I knew him. And I let go. It was finished. I gave him money. I borrowed him a vehicle. I made sure he went on that course to Jaji. I talked to Jaji. But later on, I was accused by SIP. Colonel Frank was in Abuja fighting me for not arresting him and for not sending him to jail along with the rest. I bear the blame. I too appeared before the same panel he appeared before. And that's why I'm requesting, with due respect, my Lord, this Honorable Commission look at the SIP's report and then why the first team led by Colonel Frank came and questioned me and queried me.
Hold on. I hope you're taking record of what we want you to subpoena.
Exactly, my Lord. We have subpoenaed of this document.
You have subpoenaed them.
Yes, my Lord.
Go on.
So, my Lord, I gave him money. I treated him like my real junior brother. Make sure he goes on the course. He left. It was out of appreciation he sent that letter to me. So the issue of his arrest was by the SIP. When they came to Abuja, they reported me. They now flew from Jos straight to Jaji and picked him. It's the SIP.
So remember, at this point in time, you were said to be in Libya. You said they came from Jaji.
No, my counsel didn't understand me, and I was telling him this morning. What I told my counsel was that when they were re-arrested, not the first arrest, the grudges the petitioner has are three: arrest, re-arrest, and retirement. The arrest was by the SIP.
What date?
I can't recall the date, my Lord. First arrest was 7th of January, 1998.
Yes.
Then the rearrest. I was in Libya, my Lord. When the three of them were released, the petitioner, Colonel Bako, and Colonel Yakase. But they all came back to the villa with venom. This is what I was told. They came to fight officers whom they said mounted surveillance on them and reported on their activities, which led to their initial arrest. There was confusion in the villa. Some of the officers told the late head of state. The late head of state ordered for their rearrest. So they were rearrested while I was in Libya. But as a commander, they said, I ordered for their arrest. This is if also this commission will not find out from the commission, from the SIP. When they were in the cell, this was their sum deduction. This is the discussions they used to have in the cell. The SIP had it. And they agreed on it. I didn't order for their rearrest. They were taken before the panel, before I even returned from Libya.